Hey, Shaggy Mark Savage here. Gonna need a haircut soon. This COVID thing is driving us all nuts. I'm driving a Savage dream car, Savage on Wheels dream car today. 2020 Mercedes AMG version, so about 162 grand to start. And this is the GTC, Grand Touring Convertible. And we're here at Lindale Farms. Check this out. Lindale Farms is just outside of Milwaukee. Used to be a racetrack here, nice little road course. Now it's a subdivision. All we got is a sign and a cool winding roads of the subdivision now. But I thought, what a perfect thing to bring this AMG Mercedes out here and just run through the area, and then we'll go out on some of the other roads and show you how this thing handles. It is a beautiful car, kind of a matte blue finish, and pretty spectacular. So these are the kind of cars that Mercedes races at a lot of the endurance races around this country and in Europe. And got a bi-turbo engine, a big giant V8 that's in here that's 550 horsepower, tuned for the track. And of course I got a million buttons in here we'll look at later to show you how all this works. Convertible, so a nice power top that goes down, and pretty fancy looking AMG branded seats, and even branded the headlights in here. Check this out, nice little AMG on the headlights. Pretty spectacular car. It's about once a year I get something this fantastic, and Paul and I are going to go out and take it for a nice ride. Check out the racy tires we got on this too. A whole lot of not tread on here, right? A lot of smooth stuff, and then help get the water out. Luckily it's not raining yet. It will, because it's Wisconsin. So obviously if you're spending $180,000 for a racy Mercedes, it's really all about performance and looks. It's got the looks, that's, you know, it's nailed that. How about performance? Well, as we said before, it's got a lot of horsepower. It's got 200 or 502 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing will go. It's a hand-built engine that AMG built for this car, and I mean it'll go. We've tried it on the highway a couple of times. You know, you're up to 85, 90, boom, just like that. Steering maybe a little on the heavy side, but very responsive. You know, I think everybody thinks of BMWs as the most responsive cars, and race cars certainly, and that may be true. This is going to be a little bit on that side of Grand Touring on the GT side, so very nice steering, responsive, but a little on the firmer side than maybe everybody would expect. Corners, well, we've been through all sorts of winding roads out here in suburban Milwaukee and the counties in the area. You know, in a racing car, you expect a firm suspension. This certainly has a firm suspension. We have a couple modes we can set things on here. You can go to comfort. Even then, it's pretty firm because, again, you're all about performance in this thing. It's a highly adjustable car. The only thing that Paul and I have been talking about this is, you'll look, a lot of the adjustments, I'm a shorter guy, my seat's a little far forward, so that makes this a little bit harder to get at. All the dash buttons for the comfort level and so forth, that's fine. The climate controls, the heated, cooled seats, all that, that's easy. It's the adjusting the car that's back here. For a taller guy that has the seat back further, not a problem. So just a few more things to talk about on the car here. Like I said, it's a nice car at 162 grand to start with. This color is an extra 4 grand. It's this matte metallic blue. You can still see the metallic in it, but it is kind of a matte finish to it. The only thing I'll say, while it looks great, you can see a lot of the pollen today on it and a lot of the dust since we've been out on the road. But you know, you're gonna wash it all the time anyway, right? Other cool thing is $4,000 worth, a little more than $4,000 worth of Burmeister stereo equipment in this. You can see we got super fancy jewel-like speakers in the door, and you know, enough buttons to, like a flight attendant would have here, or the pilot would have to take off on. And I like these seats. Look at the great lumbar support and the kidney support, the side support, and kind of a beautifully crafted interior, again AMG branded. And Paul, maybe you can take a look at the logo over here. That just tells you, you know, you got a little money and you put it into this car right there, that logo. Power top, right? You got to power this bad boy up. Paying 180 grand, I'm not lifting that roof up and down, man.